Okay, that was the last load. I would welcome you to pageant season, but we are already there and we have got a lot of work to do. Today we are going through every gown that I own, trying it on, seeing which ones we are keeping, which ones we are getting rid of, so that we can make room for my new gown for Miss California this summer. Hi, it's Editing Tessa here. I wanted to hop on and give a quick clarification. I filmed this video in January. It is now July, so there are a couple things that are no longer accurate. One, I've already bought my gown for Miss California. Two, I've already competed in Miss California. And the results are somewhere in this video, so keep watching to find out how I did. But if you do want a full video on my experience of the pageant this year, comment below and I can make that for you. Enjoy the video. I have to take a little break after that because there are some heavy girls in this load.
She's huge, but she's so beautiful.
And you will see them all soon. But I figured I would give you some quick backstory about my pageant history and who I am. So first of all, hi, my name is Tessa, and I'm glad that you're here because we talk about the things that make us happy, healthy, and wealthy. And pageants are absolutely something that make me happy. I have been competing since I was 14. I started first at the local level, which was amazing. I cherish every single memory I have from the local competitions that I would compete in, but as of a couple years ago, I have kind of upgraded, gotten a little bit better in my skill, and I am now competing at state with the hopes of competing at nationals very soon. Everybody manifest that with me very quickly. For those of you who don't know, when I competed at state last year, I came in second place. I was the first runner-up for Miss California, and I only lost by 1.2 points. So close. So this year I am really trying to go all out, do everything that my coach tells me to do. And one of those things, like I said, is get a more expensive dress. And she told me to anticipate spending between $500 and $1,000 on a dress alone. I was gagged, but here we are getting prepared for that. Luckily, literally by the grace of God, I ended up getting a $500 bonus at work, so I have tucked that away from my gown fund. But I am going to be going through all of my old gowns today, seeing which ones we can get rid of, and try to sell to see if I can get a little bit more than $500 into my gown fund. So we're gonna see what we can do, what we can come up with. I'm gonna try them all on, and I'm glad that you're here for it. This is my first dress. I feel very dainty in her. I think that she's super cute. I have never actually worn her for a pageant event, but I did wear her for prom one year, so I have some sweet memories with my friends in this dress. However, I don't foresee a need from her any longer. I think she has served her purpose. So this is going to be the first one that I'm getting rid of. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a lot of money off of her because if you can't tell, this is not the original beading that came with it. I thought the original beading was like super ugly, so I made my mom pluck each bejewel off individually and come up with this little number that is just kind of velcroed on. So I don't think that she's really gonna be one who's gonna boost up my gown fund much, but I do think that somebody else will appreciate her a lot more than I will moving forward. This is the second dress that I am trying on. She is also super cute, super dainty. I literally feel like Cinderella, but she's also gonna be getting the boot. I have like huge sentimental attachment to this dress because it is the very first pageant dress I ever bought with my mom back when I was 14. I actually ended up skipping school that day because I was super depressed like we all were when we were 14 and I didn't want to go. So instead, my mom and I went to Goodwill and we thrifted this beauty. Somebody else is going to love her a lot more than I will, and I'm happy for that person to get her. This is my third dress. She is also super cute, but another no from me because first of all, she doesn't even fit. I don't know if you can see. She hardly hits my ankles. Dresses should be gracing the floor. When I look at it, I don't see Miss California. I just kind of see a dress off the rack from Ross, which is exactly where I bought it, and I love Ross and I super recommend it. to anybody who is new to pageants because they have great options there, such as this one, but I just think that I need a dress that reflects where I'm at in pageantry and I'm not new to it anymore, so I need something a little more sophisticated, a little more Miss, if you know what I'm saying. This is dress number 4, and while I love the color, she is probably the ugliest one that I owned. I mean, like, literally, why is there a center slit up to my knees? Like, what is that giving? What is going on? She also doesn't fit well. She's big, and you can see panty lines everywhere, pouches everywhere. Not good. Don't like her. I think I've just kept her all this time because it's the only green gown that I own, and I really like green, but I can do so much better.
So this is dress number 5, and when I first tried it on, as you can see, I'm very happy. I really liked it, but now looking at myself in it, I am not a fan. I was going to keep it, but I have changed my mind. I will be getting rid of this one as well. For some reason, it's kind of looking like blue aluminum foil to me, and it's not the vibe that I'm going for anytime soon.
This is dress number 6, and she means the world to me. This dress screams teen. She couldn't be a Miss Dress if she tried to be, but I'm gonna keep her forever and ever and ever because she is the only dress that I have ever won a pageant in. She is my winning gown. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her so much. And I know what you're thinking, girl, you've been competing in pageants since you were 14 and you've only won once? Yeah, unfortunately, that is true. But I have come in first runner-up 3 times! Do you know how hard it is to be almost good enough 3 times? It's very hard. Will I ever wear her again? Probably not. Could I ever give her up? Absolutely not. This is gown 7. What do you guys think? I can't decide. I really wasn't planning on doing this, but she might be my first maybe. I really do like the detailing up here of it being a one shoulder. I don't have too many others like that. Also, I'm just now realizing that this is completely a green dress, so I have no reason to justify keeping that other one. It's a garbage dress, but yeah, I don't know. She's sparkly, she's cute, she's comfortable, she's pretty, but let me know in the comments what you think because I really can't decide about this one because she is cute. Ugh, my next dress, I did forget which number we're on. I think it's 8. But, oh man, I was so ready to say goodbye to her. And then I put her on, and it's kind of serving. I hate to say it. I do really like this. The only thing I don't understand is like, this part, is it supposed to be like up? Like, does this come up? Or does it stay down? Is this supposed to be down? I don't really understand, but I do think she's gorgeous regardless. My only problem is she doesn't really hit the floor, so she doesn't fit. I wouldn't compete in her, but she is so gorgeous and she's my only all black dress. So I feel like, wait, that's not true. I do have another all black dress. I'll only keep one. I'll go try that one on and we can decide if we're gonna keep her or the other one. Before I even try these on, I can tell you right away, I do not need both of these. They're basically the same dress, but I will be keeping this one hands down. I can tell you that before I even try them on, but I will be trying them on just to show you so that you guys can see which one you think I should keep. This is the dress that I will not be keeping. If it wasn't obvious, it's completely hoochie mama. Why is there a slit up to literally my hip? If a wind comes, the whole front of this dress is gone. Like, I'll have nothing. And it also doesn't fit up here, hence why I am holding it up. And also, it's super short. I don't know if you can see, again, barely hits my ankles. So this is not the dress for me. It's gonna look gorgeous on somebody else who's a little bit better at strutting the high slit. That's not for me. I'm not comfortable doing that, but I know this will look beautiful on somebody else. And then the final reason I'm not going to keep this one is because she's not this one. Is this not the most beautiful dress that you have ever seen in your entire life? I literally feel so powerful in this dress. I think it's the cape. I think it's the way that it fits. I am just obsessed. This is also the dress that I wore last year when I was crowned as the first runner-up for Miss California. So I am hoping that the next dress I get can be very similar to this one, maybe just a step or two above. And if you're wondering why my coach thought that I needed to spend more money on dresses this year, guys, my mom got this dress on TikTok Shop for $33. Is that not the biggest slay you have ever heard of? I will never get rid of this dress. I may actually rewear her at state this year if I can't find a better one. But then if I go to nationals, I will for sure need a dress that's maybe, you know, a little bit more than $33 and a little bit better quality. But just for looks, this dress is probably my favorite. This is dress 11. I literally can't even walk in it. It is a tragedy, to say the least. I bought this dress a couple of months ago. I hate to admit that because I was going to wear it at the pageant this year. Why, after that absolute bombshell of a dress, that red, gorgeous, majestic dress, did I think that this was the direction that I needed to go in this year? I don't know. This really feels like I'm dressing up rather than competing in a pageant. I feel like I'm in a costume of like Cinderella townsperson mixed with football player. It's not giving anything and I'm scared. I want to take it off right now. This is dress number 12. I bought her at the same time that I bought that last dress. As you can tell, I was really into the puff sleeve for like a week and I bought a bunch of dresses, well only 2, but that's a bunch for me, to fit that aesthetic. And I decided the puff sleeve is not for me. So I will also be getting rid of this one. On the other hand though, this is like the easiest dress to walk in that I've ever worn. I literally feel like I could walk a mile in this. However, this detachable sleeve, it kind of makes me feel like I'm wearing a pool floaty. And if I keep it on literally any longer, this part of my arm is going to turn the color of the dress because it's cutting off my circulation. So I need to go get out of this. This is the next dress. I kind of lost count. I think we're on 12. I feel like every girl who owns this dress wore it as her first pageant gown. It's kind of like a pageant rite of passage to have this dress. I feel like if you Google pageant gown on Amazon, this is the first one that pops up. They have it in a bajillion colors and like everybody I know owns it. So I'm certainly grateful for her. She is the first dress that I ever competed in. I was 3rd or 4th place. Technically I was 4th place, but the girl who won ended up getting disqualified like 2 weeks later. So fair and square, I was 3rd place when I competed in my first pageant in this dress. I was marked down for having cleavage, which is like kind of crazy to me because I don't really see that and I'm usually like pretty conscious of those things, but whatever. That judge felt like this dress was not appropriate, but I was wearing it as a teen. So I do wonder, even though I kind of knocked it down saying that this dress is like a first year pageant girl's dress, I do wonder if I could wear it as a Miss California. This is dress 13. As you can tell, she does not fit. Again, she's going down to about my ankles. We want her to be much longer. She also is not even zipped up all the way in the back because it's too tight. As you can tell here where it's pulling, but it's so sad because I love her. And the way that I ended up with her is a little unusual. When I was competing back in high school, I had an older friend who was a miss and I was a teen and she wore this to compete and I was like gagged. I thought it was like the most beautiful dress I'd ever seen. And I was like, please, please, please let me wear that when I become a miss. So she lent it to me. Keep in mind, this was 5 or 6 years ago. And when she lent it to me, she ended up like randomly getting married and having a child and moving to another state. And I tried to contact her and be like, hey girl, I still have your dress. Like, how can I get that back to you? Can I ship it to you? And I never heard back from her, and then the pandemic hit, and I truly have not heard from her in years. So this is just my dress now, even though it doesn't fit me. I feel really weird about trying to resell it, because I kind of feel like I stole it from her, but I have no way of getting in contact with her. I've tried to reach out and she's not responding, so I think I will end up selling it. It's gonna look so beautiful on somebody that it actually fits, and I will be so jealous of you, but I want you to rock it. Whoever you are out there, I want you to rock this dress for me. I don't know if this is dress 14, 15, 16. All I know is that this is dress number 1 in my heart. Is she not gorgeous? Does she not make me feel like the prettiest princess at the ball? She is comfortable, she is pretty, she is easy to put on, she's easy to wear, she's easy to walk in. Ugh, I just feel so beautiful when I'm wearing her. This dress is subtle. She doesn't need to make a scene to be beautiful, and I respect that about her. But when I'm competing for Miss California, I do want to make a scene. So she's not right for the stage, but I just know another event will come up where I have to wear black or white or something like this. And if an event does not come up, I will create one. This is dress 16, and it is my other all black dress. I know I mentioned one several dresses ago. While I love the idea of her, I do not love the execution. First of all, way too big here and here. Like, are you kidding? Like, I could literally fit like, what's something that's this size? I feel like a good Subway sandwich with a lot of veggies packed into it. I feel like I could fit here. So yeah, it just doesn't fit great. However, I do think that this dress would be beautiful on somebody who it actually fits. And I will be selling her as well. I think she's one that I can make a good profit on because she is so gorgeous, and she's also very trendy. She has this trail behind her. I don't know, I guess this one would be considered a cape because it's off the shoulder rather than a skirt that's off the hip, even though it is just one shoulder. So it's a bummer because I do think this one is trendier than the other black dress I had, but this one just doesn't fit me, and the other one is a lot more comfortable, so I'm gonna be keeping that one, selling this one. I've literally been standing here for like 10 minutes. I cannot physically or mentally or emotionally prepare myself enough to try on this last dress. Like, she is so difficult.
She's a mammoth, of course.
I will try it on for your sake so you guys can see what it looks like, but she's going for short, and I really don't want to do it. So just know that I love you guys a lot, that I'm willing to put this on for you. I genuinely cannot move in this dress. I'm so scared to take a step because each of these beads were hand placed. This dress was custom made, and yet I do not like it. I don't like it. I got it on Facebook Marketplace, and when I saw the ad for this dress, I'm not kidding, my eyeballs popped out of their sockets and turned into heart-shaped emojis like the cartoons. Like, I thought this was the dress for me. I thought it was so gorgeous, and it is. It is very pretty, but it is not the dress for me. Like I said, cannot move in it. I genuinely can't move. I cannot take a step. And the skirt is also beautiful. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at it, but it's really beautiful too. But this entire dress probably weighs like 15 pounds and it's strapless. I don't know whose idea that was. Also, the most expensive dress I've ever purchased, even though it was secondhand. I'll just say it was in the hundreds. So I'm not happy about that. Someday I will get my perfect dress, though it be not this one. It is out there. I know it is. And hopefully in reselling this dress, I can get one step closer to my gown fund being fully funded and me being able to afford that perfect dress when it comes.